Hi everyone, I'm Judy Gill. I'm a Creative Memory Advisor. I have been an advisor since 1998, and I think Mega Meet started that following year. Some of you, and I've been doing it ever since. I started with Brenda Hively, and some of you might remember way back then. If you do, post, give me a message and tell me that you did. So, yes, Creative Memories is back for some of you who don't know, and we are live and better than ever. So I'm excited to be a part of Creative Memories again. I want to thank all of you who have helped my business through the years. Those of you who have attended Mega Meet in Columbus, other events that I do around the state and other places. For those of you who order on my website, I just really, really appreciate all of you, because without you, I would have no business, and I really appreciate that. So I want to do a few housekeeping things before we get to the really fun stuff. So let me turn this up here so that you can see what I have. And I apologize for any coughing that I do. I have been to the doctor, I have got medicine, but it's still lingering, so I don't know. Anyway, you may want to request to join my Creative Memories Facebook group. There I post new products, I post ideas and how to do them. It's a place where you can share your creations and you can ask questions, you can get to meet new friends. It's just a fun place to hang out. You might want to take a screenshot of this so that you have it. If you want to see what I have available for purchase this weekend, just go to the top of the volume page and find albums. It may be hiding in media, depending on your device. I have several albums posted in the albums, and if there's anything that you want or that you see you have questions about, just post it there and send me a personal message or an email so I don't miss it. And I may have sold out of some things, so everything pictured may or may not be available, especially card kits, recipe kits, older punches, border maker cartridges, that kind of thing. And there certainly will be some new products, and you can also check out my website for current product and order there. In the middle of February, there is a ton of new stuff coming out, new wedding stuff, as well as some other things. So really exciting things happening with Creative Memories. We come out with new things twice a month, and I'm excited about that. So most of the directions and ideas I'm going to show you today may be found on my website. And you can go to the website and click on blog, and then you can do a search for new products, for old products. You can search for Christmas of 2018. Sorry, we don't go back that far. So anyway, you can search those and you can get ideas. So the ideas that I'm going to be using today are taken from there, but I have certainly modified them a bunch, so I've changed them. So you might want to go to the website, look at the blog, and see which directions you like best. So here are some specials that I have going on today. One is the 12-inch trimmer. These are the tools that we're going to be using today is what I'm going to showcase. Some of you have seen this demonstrated in the past, and so you are fully aware of the mat, how it has cutting lines on it, and it has the numbers on it. So number 1, you start with number 1. When that wears out, you turn it around to number 2. When that wears out, you flip it over to 3. Each piece will do 200 cuts. So this mat will do 2,000 cuts. Each strip will do 500 cuts, if I can get it right. And the blade also does 2,000 cuts. So the blade pops out like this, and it's encased in the cartridge, so you don't have the blade sharp at all. And then on the bottom, now this is $49 for what I've showed you. On the bottom, there is storage for extra blades, and we have 7 decorative blades right now. And there's also an extra spot for an extra mat. So what I have on special today is the trimmer and the 7 blades is normally $112, and I have it this weekend for $103. So you're basically getting 1 free blade. The other special I have with what we're going to be doing is the mat, and it comes with 3 blades. And the gemstone patterns is one we're going to be using today. And then the set also comes with the ovals and the circles. This is the basic set. This is $85.50 for the special this weekend, and with the special you also get a bonus of 2 idea books and a paper pack. Now if you already have some of these and you don't have these 2 the jumbo circle and the squares and rectangles, we can certainly trade those out. So you get 3 patterns for $85.50, and you can pick whichever 3 you want, and the mat and the blades. So some of the ideas that I have for you today, and they're growing by leaps and bounds because I keep messing up the video and having to redo it. But this is the basics of what we're going to do. And then this I blinged up a little bit and put pictures on it. This one, in keeping with the love theme, is my niece and her husband when they got married back in 2016. And then this one is the one that I showed you on the video for the make and take. This is what I have the kit for. And it also comes in blue and green, purple and blue, and red and orange. This is the yellow and green that I showcased on the video. This one is Lullaby Lane Girl. This is one of our new paper packs, and I thought it showcased for the our theme this weekend very well, because it had the little hearts and the love, and then on the back there's just kind of generic paper, so it doesn't have to be for a baby girl. It can be for anything. And then I used the Shell Shimmer cardstock for the background, and then I cut some pictures out too, just to show you what it would look like with pictures. This one is the Emerald Gemstone. This has been a very popular paper pack that we have had, and so that's Emerald Gemstone. And this is Sparks of Magic. Now, most of these paper packs have embellishments, and they have mats as well. I just wanted to show you what I do with the embellishment packs. I take them out of the package. I put them on one of our, just the paper that comes with your cardstock that comes with your paper packs. And on the back, I put these on with repositionable tape so that I can take them off real easily and then put them back on if I need to. But that way, when I'm doing a page and I want one of these, I don't have to go hunting through these packages and then find out I've used it already. I've got them right here. I can see exactly what I've used. I can see exactly what's there, and it's very easy to just take it off and use what I need. So this one is the one I did with, and this one I actually blinged up because I used some of the embellishments, and I used the foam squares to pop it up, and I used some little gemstones. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me get these out of the way, and we will get started. Now, I have used, you can choose, as I said in the video, you can choose whatever papers you want. For this one, I'm using Spiced Plum. This was a paper pack from one of the secret boxes, and I do still have some of these secret boxes. This secret box also had the embellishments and some borders and a cardstock pack and a Sunshine Gemstone border maker cartridge. So, and I still do have some of those if you're interested in those, and I have some extra paper packs as well. So I have chosen 4 designer papers, and then I chose 2, and you could choose cardstock, but I chose 2 papers because I like these with the background. This is going to be my background paper. Now what I'm going to do is take, if you have a new blade, and I label my blades now when I open a package and I start a new blade, I label it as to the year and the month that I did so that I don't get my new ones mixed up with my old ones and then fight with it. So I don't like fighting. So, I'm going the wrong way with that, aren't I? Maybe if I turn that up a little bit. Does that help? Okay, I'm going to use this gemstone pattern. And I'm using the inside. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the cutting system, there is a track right here and a track right here. I have my multi-purpose tool here, but I'm not sure where it's at. So I'll use my scissors. So there's a track on the inside and a track on the outside. These pegs fit in the track, and then they hang out and cut. With the inside, it does the same thing. You put the little pegs in, and you cut around. We're going to use the green blade today, and we're going to use the inside. Now, what I want to do is, because I want to get as many out of this paper as I can, well, I want to get 6 out of this paper, but I also want to have enough so that I have a mat, so I can cut 4-inch mats out of here. So to do that, I'm going to use this track not only for the pegs, but I'm going to use it to help me put things on here. So I'm going to put the edge of the paper right in the center of that track, and then I'm going to move the edge over here in the center of that track. Is that making sense? And then I'm going to put the pegs in, and I'm going to cut around. Now, because I'm doing 2 pieces of paper, I need to make sure that I'm giving a little bit more pressure. Because I'm using a new blade, I'm able to go through 2 pieces. Okay, then I'm going to put the paper right in the center of that track again, and put the edge of the paper here at the center of the track. And then I'm going to put my feet in. And if I don't have both of those feet in, if just one of them's in, it will make a noise. It will make an awful noise, and it will wreck whatever you're cutting. So you want to make sure that both of them are in, and it goes around really smoothly. Then I'm going to put my paper right in the track, and the edge of the paper right in the track here, and then go around. If I had my multi-purpose tool, I could get that open, get that out of there easily. It's hanging around here someplace. Okay, then I want to do the same thing here. I want to put the paper right in the track, and the edge of the paper right here in the track. And then go around with that. Do the same thing again. And one last time. Over there. Okay, then we're going to put that aside, and we're going to do our next 2. And we're going to do it the very same way. So, just out of curiosity, how many of you have the gemstone patterns? And how many have used the gemstone patterns in the last year? How many of you know where your gemstone patterns are? Well, the gemstone patterns are really fun. Here's my multi-purpose tool. Gemstone patterns are really a fun tool to use. I've used it for lots of different things, but it's one that people tend to overlook. But there are so many fun things you can do with it. And hopefully what I'm doing will inspire you to get yours out of the closet. And if by chance your you don't cut all the way through when you lift that up, and it's not, as long as you haven't moved this, you can go back around and do it again. Now this one is loose, but you can go back around. Okay, now I'm going to choose one of these, and I think I'm going to try this one. See if I left enough paper for it. And I'm going to use this with the blue blade. And I don't think there's enough paper there. Try one of these. Maybe. All right, you can see how the paper doesn't fill this up. But and there's a template that comes with these. So you can put the template on here and make sure whether it's going to fit or not. But I'm going to give it a try because I think it will, just barely. Just barely. So that gives us the hexagon that we need. Now so we can get rid of some of this stuff, I'm going to take these two pieces of paper and I'm going to stack them and cut at 4 inches. So this is going to go over to 4 inches. Okay, then I can get rid of this because I'm not going to need it anymore. And then I'm going to take the second two papers, stack them, and cut them at 4 inches as well. And I can get rid of this because I don't need it either. Now I'm going to pull this out. And I haven't tried this. I'm going to stack all 4 of these. I want to cut these at 6 inches. And let's see if it cuts through all 4. Need to put a little bit more pressure on it. Good. So now we've got 8 mats to use for later. Okay, now I'm going to take, I can get rid of this guy for a few minutes. I don't need all my sheets. And we're going to lay this out. But we're not yet. We do need this. Getting ahead of myself here. Uh-oh, now I lost my hex. Okay. I want this to be the top of my hex, so I'm going to turn it upside down like this. I'm going to move this down a little bit so you can see it maybe a little bit better, because this is pretty precise stuff. And then I'm going to put tape on all 6 sides. And I'm using repositionable tape so I can move it easily. Now, one of the most important things with this project is to make sure that this is centered. So I want to make sure my points are centered right here. And I want to make sure that the sides are centered. And the sides will be centered if they touch, if the corners touch these 2 lines right here. Okay, down here. Now, I need to decide what paper I want to be on top. So we're working upside down. So what we're doing is putting, this is the piece of paper we're going to add first. So whatever we want that to be, I think I'm going to do this one. Maybe I'll do this one. And I want this to be on the top right here. And then I'm going to put this one in the bottom. Okay? So this one's going to go here. So I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to put it right in the center. I'm just going to put the tip of it on here. And I want the tip of this to be right here on the 6-inch mark, because that's going to make it halfway. And then these two, the sides will touch here. Okay, then I want my next one to be right next to it. And I want it to be so that it's pointing out at the 30-degree angle. And again, I just want the point. Then the next one, just the point, and this one also goes to the 30-degree angle. And the next one, oops, don't move it. Oops, upside down. The next one points to the center, the 6-inch. This one points to the 30-inch. And this one goes to this 36-inch. So we have the center being here with these 2 points, and then we have the center with the opening being right here. Now we're going to turn this upside down. We're going to put it back in the center again. And then we're going to put these underneath. Actually, I want the flower underneath. So then I'm going to tape this and slide it underneath so that it's equal distance all the way around and still points to the 30-degree mark. Okay. Now I can tape all of these and it will go a little bit faster. Underneath, points to the middle, underneath, excuse me, points to 30 degrees. Make sure that, come on, guy. You want it to be evenly spaced all the way around. I'm going to turn my mat just because it's a little bit easier for me to work with. I'm going to pull out my other guys and tape them. And then slide them under. Okay, so then we have to decide which two you want to be on top. So do you want it to go this way? This is going to go, that's going to go on top, and this will go underneath like that. So you need to decide what you want. And I actually have enough of this that I could do that underneath there, and I think I'm going to do that. Originally I was going to do it this way, but I think I like it better with the flowers going all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do. So, if I have enough. Yep. 2, 3, 4. I dropped 1. I dropped 2. Okay, there we go. Now, so I'm going to put this on top here. So I'm going to turn these upside down. And I'm going to put tape on the bottom here. Then at the point right here, I'm going to put that right under the point, just right at the point. And then this is going to go at this other 30-degree angle. And I'm doing that all the way around. I just want to make sure that my points match and that my point matches here. And then I'm going to tape the rest of these. And put them on. Okay. Now these are going to go underneath. So we're going to put the tape. It makes it go a little bit faster when you don't have to keep putting the tape down and back up. And then this is going to go underneath everything. And again, evenly spaced and at our 30-degree angle. And I'm going to turn it down again. You don't have to do that, but it's just easier for me to do that. And the last one. Okay. Oops. I guess we got one more. Where does it go? Underneath everything. Come on. Cooperate. So that's our flower. So that's what this guy is. So now you can put embellishments in here. You can put bling. You can do whatever you want to. But we're going to go a step further. So we're going to take our trimmer and we're going to center this. We're going to cut this. So we're going to put our point right at the cutting line and the cutting line down here. And then because we're going through 4 pieces of paper, we need to put a little bit of pressure on this to make sure it goes through. Okay. Then we're going to turn it up. We're going to put the center of the point in the center of on the cutting guide. And we're going to do the same thing for the other one. Now I'm going to take my background papers and I'm going to take my little guys that I've cut. You can put those at the top, you can put them at the bottom, wherever you want to put them. And then you can put this here and put that here. You can put your mats on, however you want to do those. You can do them diagonally. And you can attach those however you want to. And then there are embellishments that go with this, and I didn't pull them out, but you could put the embellishments on there as well. So that's that page. And that is our, whatever it's called, create a page, create something. So I want to show you some other things. Here's some other ideas that I've done with this same pattern. So I use that pattern. This time I use the red blade and cut these out because now I can put a picture in here. I can cut, and I had one laying around, there it is. You can cut the picture with either the blue blade or the blue blade will give it this much mat space. If you cut it with the green, it will be a little bit shorter, smaller space. So you can put pictures in there, or you can just leave those, oh, here's the picture. Or you can just leave them for decoration, and you can put pictures down here. Okay? This, okay, this is the border maker system. This is the Dips and Diamonds. And I believe the Dips and Diamonds are no longer available, except that I do have them. So this one uses this hexagon as well. And the way I did it was I took the jumbo circle, I traced the inside line, which is a 9-inch circle if you don't have the jumbo pattern. And the reason I did that was because now I used this paper with the green and the blue blade. And I should have used the blue blade first. I think it's going to let me do it, but you should always do the one that's furthest end first. And I got in a hurry. But I did it. So then what I did was I took these points and I matched the points. Actually, I didn't do the blue. I don't know what color I did. Actually, it's the blue blade and the green blade, which is what I just did. But that looks, yeah, that's right. That one's, yeah, okay. And then I matched the corners. Just match the corners around. Now you can also put these like this and go all the way around. So it makes a whole different design. Isn't that fun? So that's that one. And then because we have a few extra minutes, we can do a bonus page. So this is the bonus page that I thought I would do. And this uses the cutting system as well. This uses this piece right here. Now let me show you. This is from the blog, but again, I changed it because the blog did some things that I thought I could shortcut a little bit, and so I did. Now this this is one of our newer cartridges, border maker cartridges. This is the honeycomb. And the honeycomb, when it punches out, it punches this size like that. But I was watching a video, and I don't remember who did it. Nicole, maybe? I don't remember. I should have written her name down so I could give her credit, but I forgot to do that. And so I didn't. So what you need is a 4 1/4 inch piece of paper. So that's 4 1/4. And then you fold it in half. You want to use the fold. So you're going to put the fold in where you're going to cut. And you're going to put the edge of the paper right at the edge of the mat. And then you're going to tape it. And I apologize for chewing gum, but it does seem to help the cough. And then I'm going to take the hexagon punch and punch. Now I want to make sure that my punch goes in all the way, because if it doesn't go in all the way, then it will cut the fold and you won't have the fold to be like what you need it to be. So now I can unfold this. And see, I didn't do something right. But when I put that on, you're not going to know the difference. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, so that's how you do that. Then you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to trim it off 1/4 inch. Now 1/4 inch is right at the edge of the mat. And you're going to turn it 90 degrees and cut 1/4 inch again, right at the edge of the mat. This piece is going to go on the top of our base, and to be our base, and we want to have just 1/8 of an inch all the way around it. Okay, now we're going to center this on the paper, and we're going to take this guy and our I forgot which blade. We're using the green blade again. We're going to use that same track idea that we used before. So we're putting the paper right in the center of that track up on top. And then this side we want to be at 1/2 inch or thereabouts. So that goes up to the top. And then this piece right here is going to be a 1/2 inch. And you can kind of see it. The main thing is you want this to be straight. And then you're going to put the pegs in and cut around. Then move it down till the paper is right in the center, and this is at 1/2 inch again. And you can get your ruler out and measure that if you want to, but I don't tend to do that. I'm kind of by guessing, by golly, and hopefully if I don't see it, nobody else will. I don't know. I haven't had anybody in 20-some years get out a ruler or tell me that's crooked, or that's not straight, or that doesn't match, whatever. Okay, so then you want to move this up here, and you want the paper to be right in the center of the track on both sides. And then you're going to cut again. And repeat. So make sure the paper is in the center on all 3 sides on this one. And the same thing here. This one we're going to do one here, but it's easier to line this up if you do the paper thing here and then go back up and get that one. Then go down and get the next one. And now we're going to go back and get this one. So now we can put the paper in the center here and the center here. And we're going to go down here and get this one. And this one. And then we're going to go back up to the top. Or for you, it's the bottom, because I'm working. And then you want to put the paper in the track again. And this time it's going to hang out. And that's what we want it to do. And we'll do the same thing over here. And there we have it. And now we just put tape on this and put it on our paper. And center your paper. And then you can put pictures in here, you can do whatever. Now, this is what I did. I cut pictures out now with the blue blade. This is a mat, one of the mats from our Welcome Home Pack. And I cut it, okay, what do I do with them? I cut it with the hexagon, and then these are some embellishments, and I pop those up with foam squares. And this little embellishment I matted with some of the same paper. Now the B is I did not make any changes to it from the website. So when you go on the blog, the directions for the bee are just right there. What you do need to know, though, is it cuts out 2 circles, and two of the circles is in black, and one of the circles you're going to cut to make these strips. Now my strips are not even because I didn't follow the directions well. So they use the jumbo oval, and they use the outside, and the picture is on the blog, but somehow I missed it. And so you do want to pay attention to that when you're cutting this. Otherwise, you'll end up doing stuff by hand. So that's what that is. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one because I have all these pieces that I cut out from this one. So I'm going to put these on. I'm going to put them on here. And just put them on like that. What's this way? And this is kind of what's on the blog because they, but then they did something different. And so, you know, you want to look at the blog and see what they did and see what you like best. And they're both a little bit different. So you can just arrange those like that, and then you can put that, let's see, how did I have that? I like that. So that it kind of mirrors this page, and you can put another bee, or you can put something, you can put a, let's see, what did I do here? I just put some mats on. So I put a mat here. I put the picture in it. I put a mat here and put the picture in it. And I put a mat here. And then I put a smaller mat. And then because I didn't want to cover up the love, I put this little guy in here. Now you can do that, or you can do this. You can just do partial. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. But that is that. So that's what the final thing looks like. So I think we are pretty close to our 45 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can post them on the Facebook group, and I can answer those, or you can personal message me, you know, whatever you want to do. So thank you so much for watching.